apparently my mic wasn't on. Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl, the Top Black Chick, and we are back with another Bumble Clap video. So today it's all about my eyeshadow story, my eyeshadow palette story. This tag, I saw it on Temi's YouTube channel like weeks ago, and I'm like, I'm gonna jump on this because yo, what's there not to talk about my eyeshadow palettes? I mean, I've used these palettes to create bombers looks, and come on, they gotta come to play. And another person I saw this tag is on Shirley Ann's video. She is that woman has like 36 eyeshadow palettes, and you guys are complaining anytime I buy new eyeshadow palettes to add to my cart. You guys are complaining. Come on. I even do more colorful looks compared to what Shelly does, but mine, I'm still learning. Okay, I'm still learning when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. Yeah, so I have counted. I have like 10 eyeshadow palettes here. Another one I have is my trio eyeshadow from Zaron. That makes it 11. Yeah, that makes it 11. So I'm gonna zoom into your conscience, not too much actually, not too in. So I'm gonna zoom into your conscience, not really into it, but I'm zooming into your conscience in a bit. So yeah, so it goes like this. They ask you questions, then you answer, yada 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 yada. Yeah. So the first question is, show your newest palette, and I would say my Blossom Makeup African Cohen eyeshadow palette is my newest palette. So I got this palette I think 2 months ago. I think it was at the beginning of quarantine that I got this palette. There's a difference, big difference actually, between these and this. Now they said, show us your oldest palette. I'll say my oldest palette is the Masquerade Mini by Juvia's. Yeah, I've had this palette close to 5 years now. This is like one of the palettes I bought. This is like the first palette I bought. If not, this should be like one of the palettes I bought. So it's between this one and my Kudi Cosmetics. Hold on. So if we're about comparing it, is between this one and my Kudi Cosmetics palette. But trust me, this should be the one I got first before the Kudi Cosmetics, because if I got this Kudi Cosmetics that has 120 exotic eyeshadow colors, I don't think I'll get this. So yeah, this is like the oldest eyeshadow palette I've had. You would even notice that it's out. Like, see, it has come off. So yeah, this is the oldest. See, even you can see through the pans right now. So yeah, my Masquerade Mini by Juvia's is my oldest palette. Okay, now the next one is, show your most expensive palette. My most expensive palette would be House of Tara Queen Aminat 2 palette. So I remember I got this palette for 10,000 naira when I was really big on makeup back then. I don't think I actually invest in an eyeshadow palette that expensive anymore. But one thing I would say about this eyeshadow palette is that the pigment, it's really nice. It is mild. See, most especially, you see this one here. This is like the most used that time. Like that time I used to use, and I still use this one as well. So if you see, I've really dug into these two palettes, these two eyeshadow colors, and the rest of the palettes are the rest of the colors are really pigmented. I got this, I would say 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago. I got this for 10,000 naira. Yeah, this is like my most expensive, if I should think correctly. The one I bought with my money, oh yeah, this is like my most expensive. The next one is, show your most affordable palettes. Are we talking dupes now or any palettes? My most affordable palette, I got this palette, will be my Blossom 35 color matte and cream eyeshadow. This is what it looks like. So I got this palette for say $3.5 at a makeup fair. I would say that's like the most affordable. I can't remember how much I got this one. I can't remember how much I got this palette, and I think this is a dupe actually, but this is really pigmented if you ask me. So yeah, this is what it looks like, and opening it, you have seen what is inside. I have used like the life of it. I mean, you can see that most of the colors here are like the most used colors, if I may say, and this one is almost hitting pan as well. So yeah, my next question is show your everyday palette. My everyday palette would be these palettes. I mean, right now would be this palette. You can see from how much I've used it. This is my everyday palette, and another one I use mostly as well is this one as well. I use this one a lot. Okay, yeah, that's my everyday palette. The next one is show your most colorful palettes. Colorful, huh? Okay, my most colorful palette would be this one, which is the African Cohen, because it has loads of colors, as you can see. Like, take a look at that. Okay, this is my most colorful eyeshadow palette. The next one is show your smallest palette. My smallest palette is the Zaron Trio eyeshadow, which is this here, and trust me, this eyeshadow, the pigment is not here. See, this is the pigment, guys, and it is really pigmented if you ask me, and I've not used it in a while. I don't know why I've not used this palette in a while, but this palette is mad. Amazing. So the next question is show your biggest palettes. I would say my biggest palette is the Morphe and James Charles palettes. This is a dupe actually. This is a dupe, and yeah, I would say the payoff of this eyeshadow is it's not bad. I would say that. I haven't really used it much, but I would say the payoff is not bad. It's not bad like that. For it to be a dupe, it's really nice. Okay, so yeah, this is my biggest eyeshadow palette. Yeah, next question is show your palette with the best memory. It definitely has to do with my Juvia's Masquerade by Minnie. This has like this should be it. This is the palette with the best memory, because I remember this palette, I've used it to create all kinds of looks. So yeah, it's still one of the best palettes I've had so far. It's a dupe, but the payoff is nice as well. I mean, this palette, I got it from the same person that sold the James Charles one to me, that sold this other Juvia's Place palette as well, the Nubian 3. The same person sold, the same vendor sold the Magic by Juvia's to me as well, and the payoff, I would say, is really nice. These are dupes, but they are nice. So yeah, that's my palette with the best memory. The next one is show a palette worth the hype. There are so many actually. Let me use this one. The palette worth the hype is my Tara Cohen Amina 2. I would say that this palette, I was actually having doubt about how pigmented it would be if I end up buying it, and it didn't actually disappoint me. I used this palette, I still use it to date. Yeah, if you see this marker, this particular shade marker, I've used the life out of it. This palette is worth the hype, if you'd ask me. Okay, yeah. And I don't know why I actually haven't gotten any other product from Tara. I used to be like a mad fan of Tara back then. I don't know what happened now. I think most of Nigerian brands just came and swept everybody off their feet. So another one is show a palette not worth the hype. I'm sorry, but yeah, you see this Avor Starry Eye Color Vision something. If you check well, I haven't really used it that much. If I would count, I think I've used this palette twice. Okay, if you see the way I've dug into it, you see this is just like I've used this palette twice, right? But the amount of digging through just to get just to build up to your satisfaction is just something else. They have amazing colors here, but this palette is not it for me. I don't know why. It's not pigmented, if you ask me. Yeah, and when you're trying to like transit from one color to another, they don't marry, if that makes sense. They don't marry at all. So yeah, if I'm going to be doing a giveaway, this palette is definitely going to be in. It's going to be part of it. Yeah, because I just want to get rid of the things that are not really important to me anymore. So yeah, the next one is show your favorite palette from a favorite brand. My favorite palette from a favorite brand would be the Blossom eyeshadow palette. This palette is really nice, I'd say that. I've used this palette. See, if a brand is good and I tell you, I ring a bell about how good it is, trust me, yeah, I got you. Trust me, you should definitely get your hands on that palette. I am not the kind of person that would come on here and say, this palette is really nice, and when you get them, it's not nice. I'm not that kind of person. I always stay true to my word. Yeah, so this palette would be the palette. Aren't you tired already? This palette would be the palette I'd say is my favorite from a favorite brand. I have not used the Juvia's Place brand, like the original Juvia's Place brand yet. I don't know, but I've heard people say good things about them. But yeah, these are Nigerian brand. This Blossom is a Nigerian brand. The Tara Quinamina 2 palette is a Nigerian brand. All these products are actually nice, I would say. So when I get my hands on the real palettes, the real product, I'm still going to see what I have to say. For now, this is what I think it is. So the next one is show your most used palettes. I have like so many used palettes here, but I would say as of now, lately, I would say, or let's just say for this year, this would be my most used palette, which is the Blossom eyeshadow palette, the 35. You see that curl? It's not tired, it's probably hungry. So I would say this palette is like my most used palette, if you ask me. Yeah, because it has like every color in it. Yeah, it has every damn color in it, if you'd ask me. There's another thing I like to say about this palette here. You should get your hands on them if you want. It is beginner friendly. If you have this palette, I don't think you should get any other palette if you're a beginner and you just like to wear makeup, like to wear colorful looks. If you have this, you don't need another palette, so to say. So yeah, and that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Yeah, that's all about it. I hope you enjoy watching my eyeshadow palette story, how I got this one, how I got that one, how I mean there are a lot of eyeshadow palettes that I'm giving out, and yeah, this is about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, give this video a very big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Shout out to Tammy for doing this tag. Shout out to Shirley Ann as well for doing this tag. I'll see you guys on my next one.